You're in London, you're on a business trip, you're staying in Greenwich, and you want to buy some food. So you're going to the local Aldi's, like this one, and you think, I'm going to go in here and buy some food so that I can feed myself. And then you approach the barrier, and look, you can't even get in the shop without having a QR code to scan here, or to scan here, and then you can go in and buy things. Now this looks to me like the beginning stages of the digital prison that we keep talking about.
直接扫这个就行。请支付。你看吗？哇！支付成功。谢谢。
我们优化了很多乘车的体验，这样伸手就可以进出站，即使没有带手机，然后手机没电没带卡，我们也可以正常的进出站乘车。
更便捷了，也不用考虑购票和充值的问题了。
How much more stuff needs to happen in this crazy world for everyone to realize that we are currently living in end times? And I am like the most anti-fanatical type of person. And I know people have been saying things like, oh, it's end times for like years and years, but this is a literal microchip that Elon Musk wants to put in your brain to cure anything that might be wrong with you. So he's claiming that it can help restore eyesight for the blind, hearing for the deaf. He's talking about it restoring limb function and movement for people who are quadriplegics and things like that. And he is also alluding to the fact that it can cure mental health disorders by increasing dopamine in different levels in the brain. And so essentially, I just think that Elon Musk wants to mind control us all at this point. I really do. And of course, it's going to come under the guise of good things, right? Because of course, it would have to be good for any sane person to let someone saw into your skull and implant a microchip. So for anyone who thought that Christians were nuts or that the Bible is not truth, I encourage you to read Revelation. And then let me know what you think, because this is the time to get right with your God. This is the time to get right with your God. This is the time to get right with your God.
Shalom, Israel. This is Brother Yawana coming back at y'all with Lord's will, another edifying lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, honor, and the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you brothers pushing and teaching this truth across the four winds of this earth. And as always, peace, blessings, and many salutations be to you sincere Akyam Wa'akwath, who are given all diligence in these last days. All right, through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, coming back, with another MOTB update and prophecy. And You know, from you, as you've seen from the first few videos I played, you know, just showing the times that we're in, man. Okay, because right now, you know, there's a lot of talk, you know, of you know, these neural links, and I believe just a month or two ago, maybe if I'm not mistaken, you know, the FDA just got approved or just approved, you know, for human trials, you know, dealing with that neural link. Okay, so you know, we're in very beautiful times. Okay, seeing as you know, Revelation 13 and 16, right, which is a future but near prophecy to come to pass. It is about to happen here soon. All right, these devils, man, you know, have been planning this thing for, you know, for decades, and we're now in the time where they have the technology, you know, that they're able to actually put this forth. Okay, and but actually, before I play this video, let's just read that prophecy, man. You know, and like a brother said, you know, if you're tired of hearing this, you know, prophecy being broken down, then at the end of the day, you know, you could always go subscribe to somebody else, right? There's millions of other channels out there for you to watch for entertainment or for whatever you may be into, man, right? But you know, when you come over here, you know, we're gonna give you the truth, all right, according to the Bible, man, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, right? You're gonna get prophecy, man. It's in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is what, you know, they want to do. And they ultimately want to put a C-hip within your hand, or they want to put that C-hip in your head via that neural link. Okay? And this is what's going to happen. It says that, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And when you go into the NLT, to the right, it says that no one could buy or sell anything without that mark. So you're not going to be able to buy anything. You're not going to be able to sell anything. You're not even going to be able to go into stores, man. Okay, you're not going to be able to pay for your bills, right? Everything is going to be done by the way of that, by the way of that C-hip. I'm trying to think of a code name for it, you know, because they'll take down the video. You know, because they don't want us to talk about this, man. You see in the Elder Apostles, a great millstone, man. Starting with Elder Apostle Tahar. You know, it's an Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Rakan, Elder Apostle Rimlam. Been speaking about and warning about this prophecy for years, man. Longer than some of us even been alive. Okay, so and again, we're now in that time. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah sends his prophets. He gives the warning of what he's about to do. And then the Lord eventually, you know, fulfills the word of his messengers that he sent concerning what he was getting ready to do. And this is, I'll bring that out. This is Isaiah chapter 44. And bear with me. Let's see, I think I passed it. Here we go. It's Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 26. I'll start at verse 24. It says, Thus saith Yahweh thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself. Verse 26, straight to the point, it says, that confirmeth the word of his servant, and performeth the counsel of his messengers. You see that? So the Lord, you know, fulfills the word of his messengers, right? Because the messengers are the prophets, and they go and give the message from the Lord that the Lord is getting ready to do this. The Lord is this is getting ready to come to pass, and then eventually, you know, the Lord, you know, brings to pass the things that he sent his men to speak. Okay, thus showing them true prophets. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of that prophet shall come to pass, then shall that prophet be known that Yahweh have truly sent him. And now, you know, we're starting to see, like the scriptures mentioned in the book of Isaiah, thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And now we're starting to see who the true teachers and prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai are, because the things that they've been speaking are coming to pass. Right? That's why it says in Malachi the 3rd chapter that now then when you shall return, you shall be able to discern between the righteous and the wicked, man. between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not. And a lot of other camps out there are gonna have to explain to their congregation that they've told for years that the RFIDC represent the MOTB. They're gonna have to explain, because that prophecy is gonna take place. And what are you people gonna do? A lot of you people, went against that prophecy, but when it comes to pass, what are you going to do, man? Because we're in a time where we're actually seeing it start to happen, right? We're in the beginning stages of this thing being rolled out, and you still have people saying that that's not what Revelation 13 and 16 is talking about, when it is. Okay, and now I'll bring out this video, because you even have AI, breaking this prophecy down, and the AI is on point. I'm gonna play this, but I want to stress, that this the text that this I think his name is Nick Jones, that he's reading is not. It wasn't formulated by a human or anything. This was all AI. Like you see on the right hand side with all that context, all those all the paragraphs, right? That's the AI, man. Okay, so he's gonna read what the AI responded to concerning about the second coming of the Lord. Right, and this is what it's going to say.
Myself have. It's interesting that the AI is saying, hey, you're justified to have this concern. Part number 2, the mark of the beast. It says Revelation 13:16 through 18 describes the infamous mark of the beast that will be imposed upon humanity during the reign of the Antichrist. While the exact nature of this mark is not specified, it is plausible that AI and related technologies may play a role in its implementation. For instance, biometric identification systems, embedded microchips, or even neural implants could be connected to AI systems for monitoring and control, such as do y'all just I swear to you on everything that I love, I have not read this yet. It literally said biometric identification systems such as neuro implants. Do y'all remember the very first story that I talked about? I said Elon Musk has a Neuralink implant, a brain implant that was just approved by the FDA. The AI is saying that it could use this technology in order to usher the mark of the beast.
Yeah, and like he read, man, biometrics, and that's something that has been talked about a lot. Even with the World Economic Forum, biometric payments, digital system. Biometrics being like your, like voice recognition, facial recognition, palm recognition. Okay, but at some point, it's gonna shift from that to that little electronic grain of rice, and that's what you're gonna need in order to be able to buy again or sell. Okay, and this prophecy is right around the corner, man. Right? Even Elon Musk, making the statements that, that woman was explaining, which, I've read articles of him talking about it, how once you get that Neuralink, it's going to allow you to have, a certain, access to things that you may not have. Like if you're disabled, you can now have access to your legs and you can walk again, man. You see, it's going to make your life easier. The blind can see. And those are those lying wonders spoken of in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, man. Right? Who that man who's coming was after Satan was going to do. Right? So that's what we're in, man. A time of great deception. And a lot of you people are going to be deceived. Right? You're going to take it and you're going to think that it's going to make your life easier. And that, now that you conformed, this devil is going to, promise you everything that but hey, like I said, scriptures say in the book of Psalms, his words were smoother than butter, but war is in his heart. So this devil is going to give you those smooth words, and it sounds good, it feels good, it even looks good. But when it comes down to it, at some point, he's going to end up turning on you, man. This devil has always, has a track record of that, man, of stabbing people in the back that he makes deals with, right? Ill dealing, deceit, robbery, rape, murder. You see, this devil is not trustworthy, but a lot of you people are going to take that, that MARK, which shows that you trust him more than you trust the Most High. right? But hey, us of the household of faith, we are to trust in the Lord, because that's how we're gonna make it out of here, right? That's how we show the Lord that we truly love Him, is by trusting in Him, man. Right? But by keeping His words, keeping the commandments, man. You see? Let me get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17. It's like, I don't know why my phone always does that. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord Yahweh." And that's what a lot of people are going to do when, push comes to shove, and these devils are making this C-hip mandatory, because at some point it's going to be made mandatory, right? It's not going to be optional. At first it'll be optional, but over a period of time it's going to be mandatory, man. Right? And a lot of you people, you don't have no faith in the Lord, right? So your mind, your heart is already going to depart from the Lord, and you're going to trust in this devil. But hey, pursuing the prophecy in Isaiah the 10th chapter, it says that the remnant of Israel, man, the elect of the house of Israel, are no more going to stay upon him that smote them, but stay upon the Holy One of Israel. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So that's part of prophecy, that the elect is not going to stay or not lean or trust upon the one who's been killing them, which is Esau, Edom. All right, but they're going to ultimately trust in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And that's the time that we're in now, where where the true servants of the Lord are waking up and doing exactly what they need to do in order to be delivered from this time to come, man. Okay, so you're cursed for trusting in man. It says, "For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited." You see, that's going to be the future for y'all who trust in this damn devil, man. See, but it says, "Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh, in whose hope Yahweh is." See, we're trusting in the Lord, man. We don't care what anybody says, all right, concerning how we're gonna eat, how we're gonna do this, because a lot of people might say, well, if you're not gonna take that C-hip, which is the only way you can buy and sell and eat and live and drink water, well what are you gonna do? See, and scriptures say we walk by faith and not sight. Once that 2 Corinthians the 5th chapter, we walk by faith and not sight, man. We don't know what the Lord's gonna do, or I should say when He's gonna do it or how He's gonna do it, but the Lord said He was gonna do it. So we're just trusting in the Lord's word, right? It says, "For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaves shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit." Okay, so hey, man, we're gonna be in a good case, those of us that trust in the Lord and keep our faith in Him, man. While all you other people out here who doubted, everything, that we were talking about, which was all through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, well, guess what? You're going to be ashamed, man. Okay, all of you who didn't, believe the prophecy that was being broken down was correct concerning what the MARK of the beast truly is, you're going to be ashamed too, man. Right? And a lot of people that say that the MARK of the beast is not the C-hip, those are the same people that are going to take it, man. But us at the household of faith, man, we have to stay away, because this is what's going to happen to all those that take it. And it was prophecy that there was going to be men warning of this, man. Right? Revelation 14 and 9. It says, "Doom for worshipers of the beast. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the MARK of his name." Okay, so that third angel, being symbolic for the prophets, man, who will be warning. Okay, if any man take, and that just goes to show you that there would be men on the earth that would actually be warning of the MAR of the K, and telling, warning the people not to take it, because this is the judgment that's going to take place for all those that take the, the charagma, the C-hip, the Neuralink, man. Okay, and that's why Esau takes down our videos when we make videos about this, because he knows that at the end of the day, you know, you taking that is going to get you messed up with the Lord, but he don't care, right? He wants you to be under him. He wants to be God, man. Okay, but we understand that he's just a man, and he's the basis of men at that, man. You see, he's the basis of man. Okay, so, you know, just a caveman, you know, Captain Caveman, you know, trying to be God, but that, you know, that was all part of the story, right? The son of perdition is now being revealed, man, right? Who opposes himself above all that is called God, but the Lord said he would bring him down, man. Though he set his nest among the stars, right? Though he be on high, the Lord would cast him down. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, man. You see, so, hey, you know, the point is made. You see, you even have AI agreeing to the same things that we're saying through the Spirit. You see, Esau's own creation is you know, exposing him and what his true plan is, which is to, you know, hip everybody and to gain full control. But he shall not, he shall not obtain the elect, right? Because the elect is in the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? So, hey, you know, with that, I hope and pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you, brothers, pushing and teaching this truth. And as always, peace, blessings, and many salutations be to you, sincere Akyam, wa Akwati, you brothers, along with you few sisters, who are given all diligence in these last days. So next time, Lord's will, say shalom, stay strong, and keep the faith no matter what. Shalom.